Hey everybody, Angel Arts here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Back to the Future. Marty McFly is now strutting around in a suit with a funky mustache that, again, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's okay because we need to make sure that nobody can recognize him. So he needs to make his way to the
It's closed
Speakeasy.
for the night.
And I'm assuming it's not going to be as simple as simply walking up to it and opening the door.
Looks like Emmett's been busy.
Emmett's been inventing. Salvation Station.
Pardon me, sir. From the way you're dressed and your general aura of seediness, I can infer only one thing. You're heading for Tannen's Speakeasy. Am I right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Can't you tell me the way?
Down. Straight down. The last stop before the Inferno.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't have the power to stop you, but I beg you to tarry here a few more seconds and listen to my song. Me, 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 me. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. What in heaven's name?
Oh, sorry,
Emmett.
Miss Strickland. Just a little experimental prototype gone momentarily awry.
Mr. Brown, why is there a dog in that vehicle?
Why is Einstein...
Why? Well, to advance the human condition, of course.
How did Einstein get there?
Hello, Harry.
Harry? Mr. Callahan, what are you doing in that getup?
Mr. Callahan. Oh, now I'm Callahan. I'm confused. Before she called me Corion or whatever, and now she's calling me Callahan? I'm like... The continuity is weird. I think Telltale kind of messed up with the coding, like, continuity, because she called me something else earlier. What? I'm confused. Anyway, there's Callahan and there's Cora something, and Edna hasn't been consistent throughout both episodes, and I guess part of it's because you don't actually load. This was back in the day before you actually loaded your previous save from previous episodes. It's just, here's this episode 1, here's episode 2, here's episode 3, and they don't necessarily, like, they don't take in consideration the choices that you made in previous episodes. Telltale, of course, has gotten better about that ever since, but because of that limitation, I think we're going to see a bunch of consistency errors throughout, so it's okay. Telltale is trying. I'm going to a masquerade, that's my new look. I'm going undercover.
I'm going undercover.
How exciting! You'll have to give me an exclusive sometime. Right now, I've got some souls to save.
And you'll have to get an eyeful of my newest experiment.
You're not angry about the rocket drill?
Water over the bridge. I've moved on to bigger and better things. Come by the gazebo when you get a chance. I'll be setting up. You won't believe what Einie and I have been up to.
So wait,
Famous last
Einstein
words.
Einstein has been
Now
here the
where's
whole
that
time?
speakeasy?
I guess, well, that's true. I guess Einstein never came with us. Yeah, we never took Einstein back. We were looking for Einstein before. Pamphlets. Okay, so that
What's
makes
all
sense.
this?
These are my pamphlets, laying out in scientific detail the horrors visited upon those who succumb to the temptations of alcohol.
Lost fortnight.
I am particularly fond of that one. It tells the true life tale of Johnny, who woke up in a pile of his own sick, completely unable to remember the
Ugh.
previous 2 weeks of his life.
Heavy.
Actually, the pamphlets are quite light. See?
Yeah.
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Crockett, what can I do
Crockett?
for you?
What? Crockett? What? Crockett? Callahan? She's just going through all the names. Oh, Telltale. Telltale, come on. You should have fixed that. Especially by now. Nice song.
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I knew if I waited long enough, somebody would request it. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. It's not too late to redirect and start to care. Don't despise the good and pure. Time to rise up from the sewer. Wash off all that foul manure. Show the world you care. You should care. You should care what people think of you. Of goals that you could name, reclaiming your good name is what you ought to do. You should care. You should care. If your reputation is in disrepair, it's not going to hurt you to reclaim your virtue, for you should care.
Catchy.
You really think so?
No.
Yeah, it's got a good hook to it.
Oh gosh.
One needs a good hook if one is fishing for souls.
So basically, she's telling us that we should care about what other people think of us. Image is the important thing. You're not in high school anymore, dear.
What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kind of interested in him.
Yeah,
That was
creepily.
before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called
Oh,
laboratory.
you found that out.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating.
Dating?
Oh my
The mere
gosh.
thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno
He's also too
anarchist is
young.
preposterous.
He's too young.
Good. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
Saving people from alcohol, vice, and disorder. And also keeping a lookout for hot stories. You'd be surprised how much news breaks on this corner.
Oh, I know. I know.
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
Tannen arrested. Arthur McFly returns. Carl Sagan spotted in town.
Kid Tannen arrested.
Oh, glorious day! When did it happen?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but it's
But
gonna.
it's gonna.
Keep me posted.
Alright.
Hey, I got a hot...
Oh?
Arthur McFly returns.
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
Okay, fine. Alright, never mind.
See ya.
Keep fighting the
Thank
good
you for
fight.
talking to yourself. Talking to yourself there, Marty. Hill Valley Expo 31. October 12th through the 15th. Closed. Out of business. Barbershop doors closed.
No time for a haircut now, even if they were open. Besides, they'd probably cut it too short.
Your hair is perfect the way it is, Marty. Flap house door?
This is where Doc said he'll be after he gets through stashing the DeLorean. Majestic Arms. Transients welcome. Well, they don't get more transient than me and Doc.
That's for sure. Eastern Auto Sales. Banner.
Hill Valley Expo, October 12th through the 15th. Doc says the expo was the day he officially became a scientist. Seems like he's
Right.
running a couple months ahead of schedule.
Theater.
Cool. Frankenstein.
James Clive Doris, Edward Clark David Wright, The Man Who Made a Monster. Cool. Frankie Stein. Don't think I need to do anything over here. Which way is the speakeasy anyway? I have to go see
Harry, you're
Emmett.
just in time.
Harry.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject.
Oh boy.
Almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More
Fancy
like
that.
decades. How have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes, that argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
Well, good for you. So what are you doing?
What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A
Misspelled Valley.
radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but there'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world. Aha! Got it!
Got what?
Got
I'll
what?
show you.
Okay.
Ready to go, Einstein? Watch this.
PETA would have a fit. PETA would have a fit about
When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
23 miles an hour. Oh. Einstein!
Oh, get him out of there!
Not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace.
Oh my gosh. Einstein!
See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing.
You're going to kill your own dog! Ah! Oh, Einstein! He just fell on the roof! Einstein! Oh my
I'll go
gosh!
see if I can find something to help. Or someone.
Oh, great. Doc's over there. Now
Don't
you've done
worry,
it,
Emmett. I'm sure you'll get it right someday.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm more concerned with Einstein.
Poor doggy.
What went wrong with your rocket car?
I'm not entirely sure. As soon as we get Einstein down, I'm gonna go look for it.
What's up with you and Edna? A couple months ago, I could swear she was making goo-goo eyes at you.
That was before my father had her stay sober society meeting thrown out of our house. Now she takes every opportunity she can get to snipe at me and my work. It's very distracting.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
My pop says he's a good cop when he's not drinking.
Good.
Of course, now I hear he drinks all the time.
Bad.
Can't you just go into the courthouse to get Einstein?
If I still had my job as a clerk, sure, but lately a lot of evidence has gone missing, so they've installed new locks. Now the place is sealed up tighter than my dad's wallet.
The Tannins, Kid Tannen has been stealing evidence that could incriminate him.
Why don't you go look for your car now?
And leave Einie stuck on a ledge? Never! Dogs are much more important than any silly rocket car.
Well, at least you got
Especially
your
one that doesn't work at all.
priorities straight. That's good.
Well, I'll go off and see if I can get some help.
You do that. I'll stay here and see if I can think of a way to get Einie off that ledge.
All right, how are we gonna get that dog off that ledge? I see Doc's over there. Psst, Doc. Doc.
Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
Why are Tannins always such jerks, anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Perhaps.
I haven't really made any progress with Trixie yet.
Well, get out there and make some. If she doesn't blow the whistle on Kid tonight, he may never be brought to justice.
Why didn't you tell me I'd run into your younger self tonight?
Because I don't remember being out here tonight. Clearly, your interactions with my younger self 2 months ago have slightly altered my personal timeline. I never had the nerve to perform public experiments like he's doing.
Huh.
No matter. Those experiments will be forgotten once I've seen Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Really?
Yes. Right now, my younger self is fiddling around down there with rocket propulsion systems for his demonstration at the expo.
The thing that'll kick off your scientific career.
Exactly. Now, the rockets are a horrible idea, and I'll soon realize that they'll never work. But eventually, I'll wander into that movie theater and see Frankenstein and clear my mind. I've kept the ticket stub from that movie in my wallet ever since. See?
Why?
Because it's during this movie that I'll have the inspiration for my breakthrough at the expo.
It doesn't have anything to do with reanimating the dead, does it?
Yeah, that's what I
Not
was
the way you're
wondering.
thinking, no. But during that famous scene when Colin and Clive turned the wheel that raised that shrouded figure into the tower, and that bolt of lightning struck, well, let's just say more than one brain was reanimated that night.
You're starting to creep me out, Doc.
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Okay.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
My money's on Edna.
I never did get a straight answer about why you came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
Why can't you just
I'm
tell me
gonna
about
hold
it
you
now?
to that, you know.
Tell me about it now. Run this through for me.
Emmett's not having much luck getting Einstein off the courthouse.
I'm not surprised. Einstein's a smart dog, but heights give him the willies.
What can we do?
I've got it.
What?
Just get my younger self distracted, and I'll handle the rest.
Okay.
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline, Timeline A, the speakeasy arsonist was never caught, creating one of Hill Valley's enduring historical mysteries.
Okay.
When I traveled back to 1931, I created Timeline B, in which I was misidentified as the arsonist and subsequently killed by Kid Tannen's goons. Einstein came with me, and somehow he ended up in the DeLorean when its fail-safe mechanism triggered, sending it back to 1986.
Which is where I came in.
Precisely. You traveled back to June 14th, 1931, creating Timeline C, a world in which Carl Sagan wasn't rubbed out by Kid Tannen. But Arthur McFly was served with a subpoena.
And shot by Kid Tannen's goons.
Yes. So you jumped back in time 6 hours, creating Timeline D, saving your grandfather's life, but somehow preventing Kid Tannen from meeting his date with justice.
Which is why the Tannens were so powerful when we jumped back to 86.
So now we've returned to August of 1931, creating Timeline E, in which, fingers crossed, we'll send Tannen to prison where he belongs. Got it?
Oh, gosh.
Sure.
Thank you for spelling that out.
One question.
What?
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
Okay. Thank you. With all of those different timelines, A through E, we're meddling a lot with time, but, oh, jeez. Emmett, see, Doc, with all of your complaining about how we shouldn't meddle with time and all that good stuff, it was your going back to 1931 that caused this whole mess in the first place, causing us to make timelines A through E, well, timelines B through E. Oh, Emmett.
Just keep your head low, Doc. I'll be back soon.
I'll keep an eye out for your grandfather.
Got it? Okay, we gotta distract your younger self. And then I have to get you to watch Frankenstein. This is really interesting, and like we're getting some, background information on Doc.
Any luck with Einstein?
I'm still thinking about it. It's a perplexing spatial conundrum, aggravated by Einie's understandable skittishness.
Take a break.
Why don't you take a break from Einstein Patrol for a minute? Maybe go see a movie or something.
Thanks for the offer, Mike. When once Emmett Lathrop Brown sets his mind on a task, nothing can distract him from his purpose. And right now, that purpose is rescuing your dog.
Well, I'll go off and see if I can get some help.
Maybe you have to mess with his device.
I'll stay here and see if I can think of a way to get Einie off that ledge.
That'll distract you. Come up with something to distract you. Maybe your device?
Don't touch those! They're very sensitive!
Sorry.
Edna, can you distract? Can you do it? Make a distraction?
Edna!
What?
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh, what is...
Tannen arrested. Would-be inventor strands dog on courthouse.
Young scientist strands dog on courthouse roof.
What?
Look over there.
Oh, for goodness sake. Mr. Brown.
Please, Miss Strickland, not now. Can't you see I've got a rather delicate situation on my hands at the moment? My trial run...
Trial run? Public hazard, I call it.
Nice.
And I'm sure my editor will agree. This scientific enterprise of yours represents a clear and present danger to public safety.
You know what represents a clear and present danger to public safety? Your singing voice.
Oh,
There's
snap.
no need to get personal, Mr. Brown.
Believe me, I have no intention of getting personal with you.
Oh my
need to hear
gosh.
it. Flying cars, of all the ridiculous
You
juvenile
mock me,
notions.
but just imagine a world in which traffic jams and car crashes are a thing of the past.
I might be more inclined to listen to you if your maiden voyage hadn't ended in a crash on one roof and a stranded dog on another.
I'm
Exactly.
working on getting him down. Einie, how'd you get down? Clever dog.
Well, fortune favors you tonight, but I warn you to be more careful in the future.
Thank you,
Ow.
Edna.
How to get that rocket car back down?
Oh, it's in that. It's over there. Great. Can't we just have Doc do it? Doc, can't you just fly over and get the rocket car? Let's go to the flop house. Let's go talk to Doc. Maybe he has some insight on what I have to do.
Hey, Doc, I could use a little help.
What's the problem?
Emmett plus Edna.
Should we be worried about your younger self and Enda Strickland?
That is a peculiar wrinkle in the space-time continuum, but I'm sure nothing will come of it. I can't possibly imagine myself becoming attached to a woman like that.
I haven't really.
Well, get out there to justice.
Okay.
Just keep your head low.
I'll keep an eye out.
All right. Well, Doc doesn't have any insight on getting the car back down. So, what do I need to do? Don't have very much to go on right now.
Testing. Sibilance.
Hey, quit playing with my equipment.
Sorry.
Heine, you're back. Now that we're back, do you have a way
Hey,
to
boy,
get the
how
car
you
back?
doing? Good dog.
Lighter.
In gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti. You know, a cigarette lighter shaped like a gun seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
It's empty. It's good to see Dad in one piece again.
Yeah. All right. Emmett. Emmett, where are you? Emmett, where'd you go? Emmett. Where's Emmett? Emmett! Great.
Cool. Frank.
What am I gonna do? What's next? I think I've gone everywhere, but I don't know where Emmett Brown is. Let's talk to Edna. Does she have anything new to say? Bank doors.
Edna.
What?
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Right. Law office door.
It's closed for the night.
Alright, I need a hint. How to get into the Tannen Speakeasy. Why not try the door? Where is it? Which one is the Speakeasy door?
Cool.
Which one is the Speakeasy? I missed that. I missed where the Speakeasy was. Alright. Flap house door. Barbershop door. Stationer's door. Bank doors. Law office doors. Is this soup kitchen?
It's closed for the night.
Is it the stationers? Is the Speakeasy the stationers? No, wait. Barbershop door. Where's the stationer's door?
It's closed for the night. Luckily, I don't have a burning need for a greeting card.
The door to the Speakeasy is in the alley behind the soup kitchen. Behind the soup kitchen? I'm trying to get to the soup kitchen. But I don't know if it's gonna let me. Yeah, see, I can't. Oh! Oh. And there's Emmett.
Emmett,
No, time for chit-chat. I've got a rocket car to recover.
Emmett! You get down from there before you hurt yourself!
Hurt myself? Pho, you're far too cautious, Miss Strickland.
Oh boy. Alright, well, I don't have time right now. I have to go behind here.
Who sent you?
Password.
Ulysses S. Grant.
What did you bring me?
Meat and potatoes.
What's the word?
Words are for
The
wimps.
bird is the word. Meat, potatoes, or... Alright. That's not too hard.
Hoover 28. A chicken in every pot. How's that working out, Herbie?
Yeah, I remember that from history class. It's not very secure.
Who gave you the
You think-
right to knock on my door?
Bruce Springsteen? Where's Ulysses S. Grant? The old gray mare, Joe Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo?
Take a hike, squirt.
I heard it though. Trash cans. I know it's Ulysses S. Grant.
Who told you about this place?
Place to call to my travel agent.
What's the big idea?
Stitch in time saves 9.
Settle down, mister. Why don't you wait outside and take a nap?
Napkin, please. I've made a mess.
Door.
Who died and made you boss?
The old gray mare.
The old gray mare?
Doggone it.
No solicitors.
No solicitors. Ah, terse and to the point.
Who's your commanding officer?
Commanding officer, Sir Galahad.
Really? Is he as tall as he appears on screen?
On screen, screens can be deceiving.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of things. Alright, so they mix it up, at least.
Ew.
Crates.
Cabbage crates. Must be for
Oh.
the soup.
Wait, I get it, guys. This. I get it. Because this puzzle thing. What do I spy with my little eye? I spy a dry guy. Do you know what's down below? Lowlifes and vermin. Why should I let you in case I get thirsty? Basically, whatever his last word is, that's what I have to use in my sentence. I get it now.
Who died and made you boss?
Although it doesn't really... Huh.
Hieronymus Bosch?
That wasn't it. I thought I figured it out.
What will you do if I let you inside?
Inside. Side with the enemy.
What will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Roam the streets.
Roam the streets.
Right.
Ew.
Alright.
Who died and made you boss?
None of these start with boss except Bruce Springsteen, I guess B.
Bruce Springsteen?
Who told you to come here?
Hieronymus Bosch.
Hieronymus Bosch?
What will you do if I break your leg?
Leg. Read a book. Row my boat. Radio for help. Sidle up to your boss. If I break your leg? None of these start with...
Sidle up to your boss?
I'm missing something.
Who said you were worthy?
V. Oh, worthy. It's the last syllable. Worthy. The old gray mare.
The old gray mare?
What will you do if I let you inside?
Side. Sidle up to your boss.
Sidle up to your boss?
Where do you live?
Live. Livermore.
Livermore.
Welcome to El Kid, sir.
Got it. Now I got it. It's the last syllable. Okay, okay. It took me a while to figure that out. Whew. Last syllable, not the last word. Right, right. Okay. I got it, El Kid. El Kid, El Kid. Hi. Don't mind me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to once again present the hottest little number this side of the Rockies. And when I say my pleasure, I think you all know what I'm talking about, am I right? So let's have a big L Kid welcome for the one, the only, Trixie Trotter.
Ooh. We're going to get to Trixie Trotter in the next episode because I think I've run out of time. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.